Hey guys, hope you're well. I thought I'd do you a quick YouTube video because I've got some charts on my watch list which I thought I would share with you because I'm good like that, and see what you think, see what resonates with you, because hopefully you can make some, or we can make some pips out of the market. The first one is dollar CAD. Now I like dollar CAD actually for a little bit of a long trade, so a buy trade. Now obviously looking at this daily time frame, it's bearish all day long, okay, but I just want to point something out to you, okay, and that is this. Nice supportive trend line there, okay, 1, 2, 3 touches, so we're right on it at the moment. Now that does not mean that we're going to have some kind of big upside out of dollar CAD. We may do, we may not, we don't know. But this would be a great point to start looking for buyers. Now, what I also like at the moment is the fact that if I put some on some moving averages, okay, so this is the daily time frame. Look how we have been moving with those moving averages more recently. You know, moving away, moving nicely back into the 20 there, 50, 20, 50, 50, 20, 50. Okay, look how far we are from the moving averages on the daily. So at the very least, what I would be expecting is a pullback into the daily, into the daily EMAs. And then one of two things, you know, either we're going to pull back into the moving averages and then we're going to come back down for a retest, maybe a double bottom, who knows, or we could continue down, or this could actually be the bottom and we start to get a change of trend. But either way, I'm still looking for that initial move from here up into the averages. So I'm quite happy to get involved with a long trade from here, with it being overbought and at that supportive trend line on a much bigger time frame. So end of day traders could potentially look for a buy stop above today's candle, something like this. Think about where you want to put your stop, whether you want to put it underneath the low, underneath the trend line, how big you want your stop loss, and then trade it in towards the moving averages. Now you could perhaps use your 20 moving average as a target, you could have the 50 as a second target, okay? But there's a couple of options there for end of day traders. So if you can only trade, you know, once a day, if you've got a day job, etc., then that is a trade you can potentially have a look at to see if that looks good to you. Okay, now if you're an intraday trader, I would be dropping down to the 15. Okay, this is the price action here at the 15-minute at this trend line here, and you can see the price action has slowed down. We've had this big impulse yesterday. This was FOMC day yesterday, and now it's slowed down. It's almost a bit like a range, really. Not quite a range, but you can see what I mean. It's kind of, if the worst sellers there, but now there's a kind of an equilibrium, if you like, between buyers and sellers. So what I would do is, in fact, I'm going to leave this range drawn in, and I'm not too bothered about the bottom of the range, if I'm honest with you. What I'm bothered about is, or what I'm interested in, I should say, is the top of this range. Because this is basically resistance, isn't it? Price is coming up into this zone and it's failing to break any higher. So what you should be interested in as an intraday trader is for price to break out of this zone. Not just break out, close outside, preferably a retest of this resistance, and then look for buyers to come in here. So you'd be looking for something like a morning star pattern, bullish engulfing candle, hammer candle, or a change of cycle from those sellers down there, which would be like a little 5-minute downtrend, into buyers again. So this here, false break. Okay, it looked like it was breaking, but it didn't. What we want to see is price start to close outside of this box range. So close higher, look for the first correction, then look to buy, and you know where we're going to target those daily EMAs. So have a little look at that, see what you think. If you like it, you know what to do. Another chart on my watch list is Euro Yen. I dropped a short video in our free Telegram channel this morning with this on. So this is just an update really. If you're not a member of our free Telegram group, then I will put the link in the underneath this video, and you can add yourself to that, and we put lots of free information there. Very much worth your while just adding yourself to that. Right, so daily time frame. Daily time frame shows that price is in an ascending channel. Let's just get rid of some of these lines. Okay, look where we are. We are at the top of this ascending channel. Okay, so whenever it's got to the top of this channel, we've seen sellers come in. Not always, you know, straight away. You can see here a evening star pattern there, but then it didn't break the low, it pushed back up, actually broke this high, and then we pushed down. Here, you know, price was very slow, and then eventually came down and hit the channel support. So we don't know, you know, we can predict that price is going to come down and test the bottom of the channel, but we don't know how it's going to do that. Okay, so end of day traders, is there a sell setup here? Well, if you sold underneath that candle there with stop directly above that high as it is at the moment, you could have a bigger stop if you wanted to, but let's just say we can put our stop above there, then yeah, you know, there's an over a 1% there, which is a decent return. You know, at the very least, okay, a trade has to be a 1-to-1 for me. But, you know, the real money or the real number of pips is going to come from being able to trade this on the smaller time frame. 15-minute, looking for those sellers to start coming in. So you can see this 15-minute chart shows price in an uptrend. Price is making higher highs, higher lows, and is moving upwards. But let's have a little look at these 15-minute candles now. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Okay, there does seem to be, if you look at them, there's a lot more bearish 15-minute candles than there has been most recently. So that gives me an indication that potentially this could be the start of that reversal that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to zoom back out again. I'm still not absolutely convinced yet that we are seeing sellers coming in to dominate the market. So what I'll be looking for is a break below this CTL, and preferably a nice little correction for downside, and then trading all the way down to that bigger trend line. Okay, so right at this moment in time, while we're above this CTL, I'll just stay out of it and watch on the sidelines. Okay, wait for it to break and start closing below. Look for maybe a bearish correction pattern, bearish flag pattern as my opportunity to get into the market. If you don't know what a bearish flag pattern is, I'll just, well, there's a number of them on here, but if you see this impulse down here, look, we've got this, we've come to the top of the channel, we've got this impulse down here, and then we create this bearish flag pattern here. It's basically an uptrend, okay? And look what happened. Boom. We closed below, and then it went. It did make a bigger move to the upside, but you would have made some money on that, no problem. Here, not so much like a bearish flag, but certainly a correction. We have this impulse down, correction, and then we start to see sellers come in. This is a nice little bearish flag here, actually. That little one there, we've got that little move up to the high there, then we start to break and we close outside of that flag, and then we go. So this is what you need to look for. Impulse down, correction. We don't know how that's going to form, but you need to spot it, and it will, you know, the correction, if we have our impulse down, the correction will have price moving like this. You know, it'll be moving, it'll be a mini uptrend if you like, and then eventually it should break down like that. So that is what you need to be looking out for. One more chart I'm going to look at for you is gold, because we get lots and lots of questions about gold. And people asking me at the moment, you know, am I looking to sell gold or buy gold? Well, let me just drop to one of my other charts, because I've got it on a different, I have to apologize for a different color scheme, guys. So hopefully it's not too confusing for you. Okay. But I've got a level drawn out here. Okay. Now we're still, is this going to, let me just change the color on that. Yes, there we go. So we have broken this trend line. Okay. So we're still bullish in one sense. Now let's just look at the bigger picture actually, first of all. Okay, we are in a bearish channel. Now some people have their top of their channel like that, and some people have it like that, with this as a false break. Because if you look at the weekly, that's what it looks like, and then you get some nice touches on here, here, etc. So you know, there's no right or wrong answer to that. I like, because we made a new low after we made this high here, I like to have the top coming across the tip of this wick here. So we're in this bearish channel, okay, but we are moving against that general movement. So this is a kind of a counter trend move at the moment. But then again, if you look at the even bigger time frame, we are in this uptrend. So this could be a impulse correction, and we could see a move to the upside. Who knows? But looking at the most recent price action, we are in this uptrend. We had a double bottom here, okay, made a new high, pull back. Now I am only a seller of this, okay. I've got my level drawn out here. It's round about 1763. Before I look to sell this, I need price to close at very, very minimum on the 1 hour, preferably 4 hour daily, below this level. I've picked out this level in particular because it's been resistance. Here, look, it tested it, closed below, which led to some downside. Okay. And have we tested it? We came very, very close to it here, look, and then we saw buyers come in. So it's an area of interest to me. And while price is above this level, or not closed below it, I am still bullish. But if price closes below it, then I'm going to start being interested, looking for that impulse down to the downside, and then looking for that correction, okay, to try and get involved for some more sales. Maybe it's going to come and test this bottom again, who knows. But right this moment in time, while price is trading above this level, I'm still bullish. But at this moment in time, because you've got to look at that, it looks a bit like a head and shoulder pattern. It's a little bit off though, because head and shoulder pattern will have a high, 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 and a lower high. Here we've had a high, higher high, lower high, lower high, higher highs. It's a bit, you know, depending on how you look at it, it's not quite a perfect head and shoulder pattern. But either way, this would be what we call the neckline, this zone here. So very, very important to see this broken, and then preferably we get a retest, sellers come in, and then you'd be looking to sell. Okay, so those are my particular charts of interest. We've got dollar CAD long. I like that. We need to start seeing that 15-minute resistance broken. Euro yen short. Need to see that change of cycle on the 15-minute. Need to see that CTL break to the downside. Gold, I'm kind of on the fence at the moment. You know what level it is, 1763. If we start to close and trade below that level, then I'll be looking for sales. Otherwise, I'm I'm on the fence about this. It's still bullish. It's in this bullish move here, so it's still bullish unless we start closing below 1763. So that's my personal view. Have a little look at the charts, see what you think. If there's anything you like, then you might want to get involved. Listen, guys, you got any questions, then you can drop them into the comment section below. We love to have your questions. We love to get back to you, and And yeah, I will see you very soon. It's been a while since I've done a video. It's been a week or two, so I apologize about that, but we'll do some more videos for you very soon. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week and catch you later. Bye.